In today as we talk about the dangers of not having enough sidewalks, the expansion of Star Avenue, and the celebration of the oldest town in Texas. We'll also talk about highlights from Super Bowl 50. Don't go anywhere. This is Nac Edition. Hello and welcome to Nac Edition. My name is Christopher Cade and I'll be bringing you all of the latest news. In breaking news, on Tuesday evening, a fire broke out in the SFA Student Center. No injuries were reported as a minor fire that activated a single fire sprinkler in the small kitchen area of the Baker Patillo Student Center first floor food court Tuesday evening. The building's fire suppression system was activated and the building was evacuated at approximately 9 p.m. The University Police Department and Nacogdoches Fire Department responded immediately. When the sprinkler system in the building was reactivated, a broken pipe on the third floor caused flooding in that area of the building. Even with Tuesday night's events, retail food services in the Baker Patillo Student Center are open to students. Investigation of the fire is underway. In other news, the lack of the sidewalks in Nacogdoches has become a major issue for the community. DeDawn Harris has more on the story.
In Nacogdoches, 2 pedestrians were seriously injured and 1 killed in 2015. From 2014 to 2015, 5 accidents were reported, all connected to sidewalk-related issues. In order to construct sidewalks where there currently aren't any, the city of Nacogdoches would have to pay from anywhere to $815 million to $1.1 billion.
But I think this is a quality of life thing that you can put a number on, but you can't. But I think the return on investment in the long run is healthier for the city of Nacogdoches, in the fact that people are wanting and desiring more sidewalks and the walkability. Well, I think we need more of them. I'm kind of one of those people that believes the George Strait song, where the sidewalk ends and the road begins. We have a lot of that in Nacogdoches. We don't connect sidewalks to places and places to people and people to places, and I think it's important that we have connectivity in Nacogdoches.
As you can see, there is not a sidewalk on either side of the street. Being that this is a narrow street makes it more dangerous for pedestrians to walk on the road safely. Safety of civilians could be greatly improved by incorporating sidewalks where walking and cycling could be potentially dangerous. Pearl Street is a residential area that a lot of families and students live on. We caught up with an SFA student to get his opinion on the lack of sidewalks.
It's definitely pretty dangerous not having them. We definitely need them so we don't have to walk on the side of the road.
Officer Kennedy gave some tips for staying safe until sidewalks are built.
Aware of your surroundings, and that if a vehicle is coming, to get off the roadway, maybe onto, if there isn't a sidewalk, onto like the grass, or even if there is mud, you might have to remove yourself from the roadway, because the vehicle, you have to be aware that they might not see you. If it's dark or the weather's really bad, that vehicle might not see you, and you have to remember that the vehicle is made, the roads are made for cars, and so get off onto, wherever you can, step off onto the grassy area or something, but you're supposed to get out of the roadway if there's not a sidewalk.
For more information or to voice your opinion, visit the City of Nacogdoches website, where you can contact the city mayor or city manager. You can also visit the Daily Sentinel website for additional information. This has been DeDawn Harris reporting.
Now, recently there have been some traffic and frustration because of the construction and closing of Star Avenue. Bianca Berlanga has more on the story.
The closing of Star Avenue has caused some frustration and questions in the Nacogdoches community. I was able to talk with Larissa Philpott to get more information about what's happening to Star Avenue.
Star Street is being widened from Clark Street to North Street. It is going from, right now it's a 2-lane configuration, and it will be 4 lanes, 2 on each side. The outside lane will be wide enough for a bike lane, to accommodate a bike lane, and then they're also adding sidewalks.
She was able to tell me when the Star project should be completed.
The construction started several months ago, and we hope to have everything completed, or I say we, it's not actually a city project, it's a TxDOT project. We've been told that TxDOT hopes to have the project completed by the end of March.
When there's complaints about the expansion and how long it's taking, people call the city of Nacogdoches.
Unfortunately, we have had a lot of frustration. It's just kind of part of the process. There's not a lot that we can do about the traffic issues, other than provide people with a detour route, which we have down Bailey Street to Mound Street. We're just asking everybody to hang on with us. It'll be just a few more weeks, and then once Star Street is open completely, it will be a great new east-west connection route, and it will greatly improve traffic from where we were 6 months ago before the project started.
Larissa also told me about future projects to look out for.
Right now, TxDOT, of course, is finishing Star Street. They're also working at the South Loop intersection, and that should be completed here in the next several months. Then after that, East Austin Street between Pecan Street and North Street is going to be widened, and it will be the exact same process that we went through on Star Street.
She was able to give me some details about how the process works for expanding a street, which gives everyone a better understanding of why it takes so long.
With most of the major corridors in town, they're TxDOT roads, which means TxDOT's responsible for the timing of the project, the funding of the project, and we just kind of help facilitate by moving our utilities out of the right-of-way, but other than that, there's not a lot of city control over the project. So there's not a lot of control that we have at the city to dictate when the street closes, for example.
She just hopes everyone can be patient for now because the wait will be worth it. Reporting for Nac Edition, I'm Bianca Berlinga.
With Nacogdoches turning 300 this year, many are wondering what the town is going to do to commemorate this accomplishment. I went out to get more information. Nacogdoches' tricentennial founding of the 1716 mission will be celebrated on July 9, 2016. State Representative of Texas House District 10, Travis Clardy, will be heading the celebration. Along with Travis Clardy, there will be a committee of 7 individuals. For people that want to get involved, there is the Nacogdoches 300 website. The site features the Oldest Town tab, which features proof that Nacogdoches is in fact the oldest town. The Nacogdoches Time tab, which features the important years in Nacogdoches history, and a video of Tony Jasso portraying Father Margell. The History tab, which features 300 years of Nacogdoches history and a portrayal of Texas poet L'Oreal Carl Wilson Baker, portrayed by Dr. Linda Thorson Bond. The Calendar tab, which features the upcoming events, and the More tab, which features ticket prices and more information about Nacogdoches. I decided to go and talk to Dr. Bond about the inspiration behind Nacogdoches 300.
This is the 300th year of Nacogdoches history. It's the oldest town in Texas. It started in about 1716 when Father Margell came here and they started a mission. So it means that we have a kind of history here that most people in Texas never have. This Nacogdoches 300 is a celebration of those 300 years. So during the whole year, we're doing all sorts of fun things. But they're all related to the fact that Nacogdoches has been here 300 literal years.
There are a lot of events going on to commemorate Nacogdoches turning 300. From music festivals to film festivals, the Nacogdoches 300 celebration features it all.
Some of us who play historic characters here will be introducing segments as our characters to the legislators. And legislators from all over Texas are coming here for this summit. So we're going to give them a little bitty taste of what it's like to be a part of the oldest town in Texas. So we'll be in costume and we'll be in character. So, for example, I won't know anything that happened after 1920 or something like that. And Father Margell will only know the 1700s. It'll just be really fun. So each one of us will step up and introduce a different segment of the legislative summit.
For more information, check out Nacogdoches300.com. For Nac Edition, I'm Christopher Cade. Stay tuned. Up next, we have Brittany Durbin giving you the weather forecast.
Hi, I'm Brittany Dorbin with your national, state, and local weather. Let's get right into it. Starting with the northeast nation of New York City forecast to have temperatures in the high 40s with the low 20s freezing in NYC metro area. Expect light snows around midnight. Visibility becomes low in certain parts of the city. Now let's move to the east region with highs in Miami 65 degrees with a low around 45. Expect cloudy skies from afternoon in the night. Moving on to Midwestern region. In the United States, high temperatures on the Wednesday will range from the mid-teens across the local weather in Iowa, northern sections of Illinois, and Indiana, to the upper 40s in southwest Missouri. Now let's bring it down to the Lone Star State. Clear across the northern half of the state with partly cloudy skies elsewhere. Winds across the state were generally from northwest to 10 to 20 miles per hour, with some gusts across the northeast. Temperatures as of 11 a.m. range from the lower middle 40s across the panhandle. In the mid-upper 60s across the South Texas extreme ranges from 42 degrees in Amarillo and 69 degrees in Brownville. The forecast summary for the west central Texas gusty north winds and very dry air mass will create elevated weather conditions across the west central in afternoons. High todays will be in the upper 50s near 60 degrees with lows tonight in mid-20s to around 30 degrees. For the remainder of the week, expect slow warming trends. High on Thursday will be mainly in 70 to 75 degrees range. Overnight lows in the 40s. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Today, sunny high in the mid-60s. East winds 5 miles per hour, becoming southwest. Tonight, clear lows in the mid-40s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny, warmer highs in 70s. Thursday night, mostly clear, lows in the mid-40s. Friday, we're looking mostly high, sunny, around highs around 70. Saturday, partly cloudy. Highs in the lower 60s, lows in the lower 40s. Valentine's Day this Sunday, we're looking at mostly cloudy sights and showers and isolated thunderstorms, high in the mid-60s. Sunday night, cloudy with 40% chance of showers. Monday, it should be cloudy with 40% chance of light rain, highs, lows in lower 40s. Today, Tuesday, Monday, mostly sunny, highs in the lower 70s. Well, that's all I have for today weather. Coming up next, we'll talk about the Super Bowl. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back. This past weekend, Super Bowl 50 went underway and the commercials and halftime show were a hot topic. One of the commercials had a lot of people confused. Here's a clip of Puppy Monkey Baby.
Puppy Monkey Baby. Puppy Monkey Baby. Puppy Monkey Baby.
Another commercial that has fathers excited to get a new car is the Hyundai Genesis, thanks to Kevin Hart.
Watch this.
But the main thing people were going crazy over was a halftime show by Coldplay, Bruno Mars, and Beyonce.
Alabama, Mama Louisiana, you mix that Negro with that Creole, make the Texas Bama. I like my baby hand with baby hand in hand.
Now, let's go to Rob for Super Bowl 50 game highlights.
Thanks, Chris. The 50th Super Bowl was held in Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California this Sunday, and the game did not disappoint. Let's get into some highlights. Panthers-Broncos playing in the 50th Super Bowl. Peyton Manning's 4th appearance in the big game and trying to get one more ring before he retires. But there's the guy who wants to stop him, Cam Newton, in his first Super Bowl appearance, leading a great Carolina offense. But this game wasn't about offense. First quarter, Carolina down 3-0. Here comes Pro Bowl linebacker Von Miller, forces the fumble and leads to a Denver touchdown, 10-0 Broncos. But Denver was not the only defense that showed up to play on Sunday. Coney Ealy would intercept Manning in the second quarter. Manning has now thrown at least one interception in every Super Bowl game he's played in. He ties John Elway for that honor. However, not to be outdone, in the third quarter, Cam Newton overthrows Ted Ginn Jr., and TJ Ward was right there to pick it off. This game, however, far from done. Fourth quarter, Panthers down 6 and needing a big play. Coney Ely comes through and strips Manning at the 49-yard line. Panther football, 13:20 to go in the fourth, so now it's Cam's turn to win it. But Von Miller out of Texas A&M makes another big play, stripping Newton for the second time, and TJ Ward is eventually able to secure the ball, setting up a 1st and goal for the Broncos offense. But this defense for the Panthers never gave up. They forced the Broncos to a 3 and out. No, wait, hold on. We've got a holding on Josh Norman, automatic 1st down for the Broncos. And Cam Newton obviously frustrated by the call. So the Broncos 1st and goal. What do? Hand it off to C.J. Anderson, the workhorse, who powers his way into the end zone. Broncos win their 3rd Super Bowl. Manning wins his 2nd. And Gary Kubiak wins his 1st in his 1st year as Denver head coach.
Von Miller won Super Bowl MVP, and this game likely marks the end of Peyton Manning's long and storied career. He was the oldest player to ever compete and win a Super Bowl. The Broncos won the game 24-10. Speaking of Super Bowl or football, Nacogdoches High School has produced one of the top defensive players in the country, and he decided where he was attending college on February 3rd.
In local football news, Nacogdoches High School standout safety Brandon Jones has decided to take his talents to Austin in the fall of 2016. Jones was ranked as the number 2 safety in the nation and was deciding between UT, Texas A&M, and Baylor. He claims he chose Texas at the last second.
Honestly, I didn't know till last night. I finally had to tell all the coaches that I just kind of had to, think on my own and talk to my mom and just actually do what's best for me and just not what people want to hear around me. And we decided Texas.
In high school, Brandon was named USA Today Texas Defensive Player of the Year, and he's looking to continue his great play at the University of Texas. Jones adds to the already stellar class the Longhorns were able to put together this year, and he looks to be a key piece in the Longhorn defense. Best of luck to him.
SFA basketball took on the Northwestern Demons Monday night in Johnson Coliseum. The Jacks are undefeated at home this season and in the Southland Conference, but could the upstart Demons knock them off their mantle?
Finally, let's talk SFA basketball. The Lumberjacks hosted the Northwestern State Demons on Monday night. The Jacks put their 24 straight home winning streak on the line when the Demons came to town, and the Jacks did not disappoint. It was a Thomas walk-up show Monday. He led the team with 30 points and 10 rebounds. He is now SFA's leading player all-time in field goals made. Clyde Jaffard scored 17 points off the bench, and Demetrius Floyd added 13 with 8 assists. Zeke Woodley led the Demons with 25 points, but was unable to will his team to a victory. The Lumberjacks took a 10-point lead by the first half, and they did not let up. The Demons kept the second half close, but were unable to put any dent in the Lumberjack lead, and the Demons fell 83-72. The Lumberjacks are now 17-5. Overall, 10-0 in the Southland Conference. The Demons fall to 6-15, 3-8 in conference play. The Jacks will face Texas A&M Corpus Christi the Saturday before Valentine's Day in Johnson Coliseum at 6 p.m. That game will be SFA's Cram the Coliseum night. Tickets are being given away all week.
That's all the sports I have. Back to you, Chris.
After the break, we'll take some upcoming Valentine's Day deals. We'll be right back on Nac Edition. Welcome back to Nac Edition. Valentine's Day is on the way and many are ready to celebrate it, but some may have no clue what to buy or do for this special day. There are many options out there that can make us a little undecided about what to choose. At the same time, we want to save some money when doing this. North Street businesses and all around Nacogdoches is full with details for Valentine's Day. Auto service stores, floral shops, restaurants, and other services like spas and outdoor activities are offering their customers discounts or other types of deals. It is recommended that if you are buying a present, do it as soon as possible before just-in-case products are out of stocks, since on this day, for example, floral stores are getting approximately 10 times busier. And remember, if you are going out to eat, be patient because restaurants may have a longer waiting list than usual. Businesses are advertising their deals on their website or outside their facility. Just using the internet to find the right gift or activity for Valentine's Day will save us time, money, and even frustration. And now that we are talking about Valentine's Day, it seems like love is in the air, and our next video shows us how animals show their love. Okay. For how long? So, how do you feel? Okay, I know you're a sports person, and I like to watch sports. So, who did you want to win personally?
Well, I wanted the Broncos to win. Peyton Manning's probably his last year, and I'm a big Von Miller fan.
Yeah.
Great guy. Ended up being the MVP, but
yeah.
I felt like the Broncos didn't have as much of a chance coming into that game. I thought the Panthers had a little bit more talent, but that defense for the Broncos really showed up to play. Ended up winning that game for them.
I mean, a little part of me wasn't going for either teams because, I mean, I'm a Texans fan in general because I'm from Houston. Yeah, so I had no choice. So I guess I really wanted Cam Newton. You know, he worked hard this whole season, but in the end, I mean, I was going Broncos.
I think it's a great redemption story. I mean, Peyton Manning gets injured, benched in the middle of the season, comes back, leads them to a Super Bowl, wins his second one as the oldest player to ever win a Super Bowl. I don't know. I think it's a great story. It's never been done before. And, I mean, you know, I think Cam will win a Super Bowl. He's still young. He's got a lot of talent. He was missing his best wide receiver this season. So,
right.
We'll see. I mean, they could be back next year.
I mean, he has time. He has time to get him a ring. And so what do you think about, so I know they showed the cute Valentine's Day. Do you have a Valentine, Rob?
I do have a Valentine's.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a, I don't know, we're going to go watch Deadpool.
Really? Your Valentine's Day?
That's my Valentine's Day. Well, I'm a little nerdy, so I mean.
Deadpool, okay.
Deadpool is perfect.
Right. Yeah, so I understand. Yeah, I have one myself, so
you have one yourself? All right.
We might go to dinner.
Congratulations.
So we'll see. Thanks for watching Nac Edition. I'm Christopher Cade, and have a great day.